Good morning. It is Monday once again, and it's time for another Mindset Monday. Listen, who needs motivation this Monday? Because it's tough. The weather's changing, time is going to be changing soon, and the motivation that it takes in order to stay focused, stay prepared, and keep your mind right is a big deal. So I'm glad you're here. My name is Bridget Rooks, and I am the CEO of Creative Vibes. I am excited about this week's episode because we have to make room for our vision to grow. There's so many things happening in our day to day that we tend to start getting lost in the sauce, start getting distracted by all the things. But if you make your vision and your goals a priority, you will win. The hardest part about making a change in your life or starting a business is having the ability to not become consumed and overwhelmed by all the work that has to be done. Make it a part of your routine so it becomes a lifestyle. Now, you may be thinking, what is a lifestyle of goal setting? Like, who wants to do that? But growth starts by elevating your mind. Once you connect all the pieces and your energy from the thought of what it is that your vision is for your future and the passion that you have for making it happen, you will then be mindful about all the things that you're doing. So it'll be easier for you to start to see the big picture. The first thing you have to do is not ever go off on a whim and stop believing. Take your time. You have to see this big picture. You have to believe that it is really extremely crazy, for lack of better words. It is outstanding. It is something that people might laugh at. You might not understand it. The world might not understand it. But you have to be able to visualize all the things that you want for your life or your business and make that a key motivator. By that, I mean, when you can see this, when you can visualize the changes that you want for your family, the changes that you want from your for your personal life, the changes that you want for your future, if you're starting a business, if you're trying to maintain a business, if you're trying to find work-life balance, there's a lot of things that you have to do, and you have to be able to see that actually physically happening in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, and then you have to believe it because there is no other way for things to start happening until you can believe that you can achieve it, right? And one of the easiest things that I like to do is just take a time, grab a notebook or piece of paper, and always have that handy. So when you have these aha moments, you can take a moment to just write these ideas down. I don't care if it's the biggest, craziest idea yet. Write it down and make it be a part of your vision. Some of the things that you come up with lose time because you forgot about it or you didn't focus on it, or maybe you are like me and it takes a minute for you to remember things. So I always write things down so I don't forget, because you never know, that idea that you had 3 years ago may be perfect timing for right now. So don't take for granted your big picture ideas and always believe in it. The second thing we want to do is to come up with a plan. Okay, so you have your big idea. Now you need to come up with a plan that will work and support your vision. How do you do that? You set goals. You already know I was going to talk about goal setting. Goal setting is a part of your everyday life. And if it's not, you're kind of just haphazardly living throughout your day. And if you're going to work every day and coming home, it just gets to be a routine. But if you have goals outside of just going to work and getting a paycheck, what are you doing with that paycheck? How is your life and your actions and all of the things that you're doing fulfilling you and giving you joy? Like, where's the happiness coming from? So if you take time to come up with a plan, you can really mentally and physically start understanding how it can all happen, because otherwise you'll see this big picture. You'll think, how in the world am I going to get this done? And you'll be overwhelmed and give up before you can even start. So when you break down the steps it takes, you can see what's required to do. And then all you have to do is start working out a everyday plan and a routine to avoid any setbacks, to come up with ideas if something does go wrong, what can you do, and start building a support system. Because whenever you have a plan, you have to know you're going to need some help in some areas. And when you start physically and mentally preparing for this, you can really get some work done. The third thing is set your goals realistically, right? You have to become a goal setting pro. What does that mean? That means physically thinking about your goals every day. How are you going to get there? And then weekly and monthly, check things off the list. If you set your goals for 30 days, every 30 days, you know exactly what you need to do to achieve those goals and how to get it done so that you can put that check mark or slash that task out and know that it's done and off the list. The big picture thing is understanding that life is busy and you have 1,000 things going on, and you're a dreamer and you're trying to think of how can I get this big thing done? You just have to be realistic. Don't set yourself up for disappointment because you're not being realistic. You know your faults, you know your downfalls, you know your strengths and weaknesses. So keep that in mind when you're setting your goals and know that you have people that you can reach out to. You have resources that you can take to learn something new, to learn how to do something, to take advantage of outsourcing when you need to, so that you can achieve your goals without the stress, without all the disappointment and the negative talk and the self doubt, in order to really create a doable action plan that has realistic goals that you feel confident about doing every single day. Because believe me, you are going to be working nonstop on your goals because they're going to bring you so much joy. So, when you have this plan of action, you're going to be prepared for step number four, putting these tasks and calls and activities and classes and connections and everything that it takes in order to check those things off your list, putting them on your calendar. I mean, physically putting them on your calendar. Now we live in a digital world. You have an iCalendar, you have a Google Calendar, you have Outlook, you have whatever form of communication on your phone in your hand. So there's really no reason to not be able to put a task in your calendar and know that it's time to get it done. Even if it's just for notifying you, hey, from 2 to 5, you need to start working on your social media project for promoting your book that's about to be published in 2 months. Like, be specific and understand that if you are putting that in your calendar, it will become easier for you to look at that notification, see something pop up on your laptop, and know that, hey, I've got 5 more minutes on this project. And then I need to switch gears in order to stay on task, to not be distracted, and proceed forward so that I know what I need to do in order to stay on target for creating these goals. Number five, this might be so simple, and it also might be surprising. You got to do the work, guys. This is a brand new mindset because we live in a world where everything is instant. We want it to happen now. Why do I have to wait? We don't have any patience for it. You got to do the work. Work takes time. And when you have this new mindset of how to get the work done, you've created a plan, you've set your goals, you put it on your calendar. Now you have to do the work. Whatever is required for that task to be done, you have to physically do it or outsource it or make plans to get it done. And the more you practice this type of active working process, you will begin to change your mindset. So do the work. It's all up to you. If you wake up and you don't want to do what's on your calendar, just know that your dream is now on the back burner, waiting, still waiting there, and it's okay to take a break, but also don't procrastinate because you don't feel like doing something. If you allow your emotions to lead your day every single day, you will not get where you need to be. And it's important for you to know that you have to make room for your vision to grow every day. If you continue to be emotional about it or to be distracted or allow what everyone else in the world has going on to sneak into your day, it's just going to prolong your vision becoming a reality. So make sure that you are doing the work and your mindset is set in order to make it happen. So I have a 7-step formula for manifesting your dreams. I've talked about it several times. If you want to know more about this goal setting planner and how to physically change your mindset, I can help you. Just drop a comment below and let me know, and I will share this information with you. And most importantly, I want you to know you were born to be and do great things. I'm going to tell you this every single day, every single Monday, every single time I do a video, because if you believe that you have greatness inside you, then you will be motivated to let go of the past mistakes, to get over all the obstacles and the fear of making change and doing something different. Even if that different looks completely different from what everyone else around you is doing, it's okay because your greatness and your uniqueness is different and it's supposed to be that way. So get out there today, have a fantastic week, and go be great.